Oh, so the delay is 2 notches.
Hey, welcome to our show, 2 Notches. And today we're going to talk about a notch in between the notch.
I never understood the phrase notch in your belt.
Yeah.
Does it mean like...
Is that the name of the hole? Is another term?
No, like girls would be like, I'm not going to be another notch in your belt. Does that mean like after you fuck somebody, your pants get looser and you can put them on tighter? Or are you cutting holes?
Are you implying you're going to get in my pants and we're going to belt together?
Well, it's just like, I know that you're a player. I'm not going to be another notch on your belt. It's like, I don't...
What's that fucking
Am
mean?
I tallying this on my belt?
Back in the day, that's what the guys used to do. If you really...
They used to... That's what I'm asking. They used to cut it so they would damage their clothes?
Well, you know what? This is
How
what it is.
fucking stupid that is.
Notch in his belt. I'll tell you right now. It's an achievement. This phrase is usually used in reference to a man. However, nowadays, just about anything goes. So one may hear it used occasionally in reference to a female. Oftentimes, the achievement tends to be selfish and or refers to something sexual, though not necessarily. He does not genuinely love and care about the girl he just had sex with. To him, she is just another notch on his belt. But what the fuck? Still, though.
That's like, thanks for reading that for no reason.
Yeah.
It doesn't. That doesn't answer anything about...
was that from Webster's Dictionary?
No, that was from Urban Dictionary, the real dictionary.
I'm surprised that they had it like such a well thought out entry.
You know, if they have like an Urban Dictionary, you think they'll have like an Urban Britannica?
Oh, like a Britannica Urbanica.
Yeah, Britannica Urbanica.
I like that.
No. So the origin is actually, in the past, promiscuous people were advised jokingly to put a notch in the bedpost or a belt each time they had a new sexual partner so that they would not lose track of how many people they had slept with. For some, a high notch count was something to be ashamed of.
Truth Serum.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a brand new episode of the Truth Serum Podcast. We got Ryan and Corey.
Corey and Ryan.
And today we're back once again with the man, the myth, the legend, Francisco Turtle Breton.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
Our
That was
very
like-
own.
I like how you went subtly cool with that like intro.
Which one, me or him?
You.
Okay.
He was great too. I'm just
So
saying,
wait, hold on a minute. So I don't get any roses?
Oh, you get a ton of roses, man.
How many roses does he get?
When you brought him in, I was like, fucking 10 roses.
Thank you.
Oh, we're putting numbers on roses now? Because that changes our whole compliment giving game.
Oh yeah, you think the amount of roses you give somebody is like, you know, high praise? Like, oh hey, I'm doing from like 1 to 10 as a limit.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't know what your rating system was.
I was just assuming because I feel like that's an easier number to round. I don't know why people go like, oh yeah, a 1 out of 25. Like that's not even a fucking number.
That's
You know how
stupid.
fucking
It's an odd number. It's, right? It sounds
That's
stupid.
so dumb.
But don't you also on the flip side of that enjoy just picking arbitrary numbers just because it bothers people? Or am I just an asshole?
I like that. I like making up arbitrary rules. Like, remember when you were a kid and you're playing a game and then things, let's say, are going a little south and all of a sudden, well, no, you can't do that. You can't do that because that's against the rules. It's like, since when? It's like, since I started losing.
That's what the government does every single day.
That's exactly what the fuck they do.
Yep.
Nope, I don't like this anymore.
Oh, I pay taxes. Can you fix the potholes? You know what's crazy? It's not even our job anymore. Then why am I giving it to you? For schools. Why are the kids stupid? You know what? That's not even our concern anymore. So what is it? We're going to put people in space. But like 10 people can go. Yep, those are the 10 people we care about.
So the rich dumb ones get to go. Fine. Cool.
That's
The
what it
rich
is.
dumb ones get all the cool shit.
And what time do you have to wake up in the morning to get to space? Boom. Did you see that segue?
Well, that was great, man.
It was a little heavy-handed like Mike Tyson, but I like it.
I'll give it a 9 out of 10 roses.
I give it 13 out of 177 roses.
I think that
I'm fucking dumb as shit.
I think you fucked up my thought process, I think is what you just did.
Then I fucking completed my life cycle. And then I fucking wither into a small ball, and then I don't talk for 2 years, and I emerge a slug. That's my life cycle.
And then you do it again? You just do it all over again?
Yeah, you know, that's how karma works. Ask a Hindu person.
What age do you start out at?
8. The first age you have memories from.
Didn't you say you remember being 3 years old?
I say a lot of things that you believe.
All right, that's fair. So
like, how are you now?
No, go ahead, John Renault.
I was actually gonna turn the question back at you. I know you're asking us. I feel like I just stole that from you. Like, so you're saying like, since the topic is the your 7 a.m. or what is your
No. I didn't say the topic yet.
Oh, my bad.
Ooh, talk about jumping the gun. Someone woke up a little early on that topic.
Oh, shoot. Good segue.
That'd be funny, an episode of just segues about a topic that we never talk about. We never actually
The truth about
get them.
segues would be amazing because we could just segue into, so I woke up this morning at a very early time and...
That's funny you say that because I woke up a little bit earlier.
Did you? Isn't a segue just, wow, because that made me think about this and therefore... And then you offer someone a nugget.
It's like free associating, but you're sharing it.
Yeah. It's like you start building a Lego bridge, but someone else is like, that could be a building.
So don't you hate when people say... Don't you hate when people go... When you're like, oh, I'm tired. Yeah, you're tired. I woke up at 5 a.m. And it's like, I didn't ask you, go fuck yourself. I don't care what time you woke up. I'm just telling you that I'm tired.
Also, we didn't go to sleep at the same time.
You don't know what time I went to sleep. What time did you go to sleep last night? And then it becomes a weird competition.
Yeah, I went to sleep at 7 in the morning. Well, you got other fucking life questions to answer then, don't you? Don't you fucking worry about what I do. That's me and mine's business.
That's true. Whatever you do at home is your business. Don't let them tell you any different. Unless you have an iPhone, then it's the government's business. And they're not going to fix those potholes. They're just going to keep taking your tax money.
So I don't pay taxes.
You heard it. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. IRS, you know where to come to. Don't investigate me.
Like, what time do you got to wake up in the morning and go work there?
At the IRS?
At the IRS? Probably fucking 5 in the morning.
Probably like 4 in the morning because they want you to hate people.
All right. So with that being said, today is the truth about waking up early. Nobody likes it. Unless they do. You know those people that actually like it? Like, they're like, hey, well, I've been up since 4 a.m. and I got all this shit. You're done with everything you need to do by like 9 a.m. Then what do you do?
Those are also people that fall asleep at 7 p.m., which is like, it's fine.
Like, I enjoy getting up early. Like, if I have the energy to, I like to wake up at 5 a.m. and go to the gym so I get that out of the way so I could focus more on work and whatnot for the rest of the day,
I hate waking up early, but it is a mechanism of productivity. Like, if I could, I'd wake up at 2 p.m. every day, go to sleep at 5, and do everything in a 3-hour gap.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Yep.
Go on.
You would wake up.
The gears are turning.
You would only be awake.
He has a thought?
You would only be awake from the hours of 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. every day?
So you assumed that's what I meant, but sure.
That paints a whole other picture. That I feel like you're just like on bare hours.
2 p.m. to 5 a.m. I'm cromulent. No, that's a Simpsons word. There's nocturnal.
Yeah.
There's diurnal, and then there's a third word that I forgot in the middle of starting the sentence.
Cromulent?
No, I just said that.
Exuberant.
Ridiculous? No, but it's like when you're only awake during dusk and dawn. That's my sweet spot. That's where I want to be in life.
It's very Clooney of you.
Do you think that's his vibe?
That's what he does for sure.
Oh fuck, you son of a bitch!
I thought you caught on to that.
No.
Shit.
Yeah, he said it before. I wouldn't hear you either if my head was that far up my own ass.
Well, what about you, Corey? What's your prime time of getting up?
My the earliest time I'm ever okay with waking up, like if I have to get up really early, 6 a.m. to me is early, but it's the most reasonable time to have to wake up early, in my opinion. Like, if I have to be somewhere at 6 a.m., that's crazy. If I have to wake up at 6 a.m., then I'm like, all right, I could manage this.
Yeah. Like, what do you think is a good amount of sleep? You think, like, going to sleep for 6 hours, or do you think, like, all right, I have to go bumfuck early, get to that time around, like, when people, like, go to bed around 10 or 8?
Well, I think everybody's different. Like, for me, I don't require a whole lot of sleep. Like, I could do well on 5 hours. When I'm on 8 hours, I'm like a little more. It takes me a minute to get going. Like, if I'm on like 5 to 6.5, I'm good. Like, I'm like, that's like my fucking sweet spot. You know?
Yeah,
that's my spot.
Yeah, I feel like too much sleep could really. There's something about it. that will just slow you down.
It's like eating too much avocados. Like at some point it's healthy, and then at some point it's gonna make you shit real weird.
Yeah, it's
It's
gonna
the
be
healthy fats.
green and pasty.
Crepuscular.
Is it green and pasty?
No, crepuscular is the word for animals that are only awake at dawn and dusk. I had to look it up. It was fucking with me.
Cats are crepuscular.
Did you just make that up?
Crepuscular. No, I read that recently. Cats sleep 13 to 17 hours a day.
You think you know more about cats than me? Cats are obligate carnivores. It doesn't have to be a competition. I'm sorry. I woke up late today.
So that's why they stare at you, right? They're just thinking about eating you. Because I'm a carnivore. I'm a cat. I stare at you because I'm going to eat you later.
What do you mean when you say that they're an obligate carnivore?
So cats are one of those animals that they have to get the majority of their calories from like meat or animal protein. Like they're not supposed to have carbohydrates. They're not really supposed to have vegetables. They'll eat the occasional plant leaf or dirt for their system, but cats are natural hunters, and they get, like in the wild, they get the majority of their calories just from hunting. Like dogs will forage, wolves will eat berries and shit, bears as well. But cats kind of just need to kill and eat because that's the best thing that's for their symptoms. They're basically Brock Lesnar, but a cat.
Do you still kill what you eat?
I kill what I eat, and I also eat what I kill.
That's very environmentally cautious of you.
Nah, man, I just like fucking phrases.
Do you get mad at people who turn their pets into vegans?
Yes.
What the fuck?
I had a girlfriend in Atlanta, and she was a very lovely person. I would never speak ill of her, but her roommates decided that their dog was a vegan, and I was diametrically opposed to this because, number one, he didn't fucking say that. He didn't come up and bark. I was like, woo, 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 woo. And you decided that, man, hey, man, listen, I have some feelings about the ethics of me eating this canned dog food that's so healthy for me. So what I want you to do is give me just like lettuce and yams and rice. And when your roommate's dog gets meat, I'm going to cry and whine and whimper real hard. But that doesn't mean like I've always wanted meat. It means, man, I'm so sad that this dog is such a piece of shit and still eating meat. I want you to know that because Elton the Chihuahua, dog's name was Elton Juan, like Elton John, but Elton Juan. Elton Juan the Chihuahua, just want
funny,
rice. It was a pretty good name. Look, these people weren't monsters. They were just pieces of shit for making their dog a vegan.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I didn't agree to any of that. It's just
Yeah,
like
it's
it's an animal.
He had health problems.
Yeah.
He had like fucked up teeth, and I bet had he been eating the diet that a dog's supposed to have, he would have been way better off.
It's healthy for him, It's like just withering in the corner.
And they would say shit like, he does just perfectly fine. It's like, yeah, I did fine living in the ghetto. You know what would have been better for me if I grew up with a support system and with affluence and opulence. Maybe not opulence, affluence. That's what you want to give your kids, affluence.
Yep, and also a bank account and a library card.
So he's not wrong. That's actually
It's good advice.
funny.
No,
Remember that day when your parents took you to get a library card and you thought you were a big boy?
no. I
Oh.
remember when my mom took me to get a bank. My mom took me to get a bank card so she could hide money from the government.
Yeah, I got a bank account that with money that I didn't earn at all. It was pretty much just my mom having another bank account. Now that I think about it,
it kind of was slightly similar for me. Like she started a credit card for me. It's like you could use this, but hold on. And then I when I try to use it, it's like, oh, it's maxed out. It's like, why is that?
What age did you get it at?
I think it was like 16, 17.
Oh, I'm talking about like at 10. My mom started hiding money in a bank account for me.
which
In a
is
very,
basically
very rinky-dink bank.
that's like I'm gonna get a bank account for my cat. Quote, wink, wink. But it's really just money that I'm hiding for my cat Elton Juan.
Does your mom wake up early for that?
No, so my mom, her whole life, has never woke. You know, one of the earliest times my mom ever woke up is when I took a shit on the floor when I was 6 years old and stuffed it in a sock and threw it into her bed because she smelled something was awry.
She didn't think that there was something wrong with you when you did that?
I was really, I was really, really, really afraid of the dark. Right? So, right.
You took a shit in a sock and then you threw it under?
I wish it was that simple. All right, I'm going to break it down for you.
Wait, hold on. Wait, really quickly. You put the sock on your hand as a sock puppet and you shit into your hand and then you did it inside out so you could just automatically have it?
You're close. There's a lot of questions need answering. I'm going to go through as fast as possible. It's 1996.
So, like, wait a second. So, if it was if it were a moist shit or a solid shit, I feel like the solid shit will be easier to do the reverse sock puppet thing into the bag rather than like the wet one because I feel like that'll just soak through.
You're not wrong. It wasn't a wet shit. There was Sunday cartoons on USA Channel. Sunday cartoons. They were like knockoff Justice League and Avenger cartoons.
Oh, yeah.
Particularly, there was a guy, he was made of slime. He was like a fake Shazam, and he would say, "It's prime time!" And he would turn into this jacked, steroidy dude, and I was obsessed with this cartoon. Also, Goosebumps had come out.
Oh, yeah.
I just moved to a house that had a basement, and I was terrified of the basement. Thought there was a monster in my basement. The lights in the hallway were always off, so I would like pee into cups because I was afraid to run to the bathroom. I would just wait for someone to wake up and turn the lights on, and I was just like locked in my mom's bedroom the whole time. One day, it wasn't pee, and I took a shit on the floor, dry shit. Shit directly on the floor. Got a gym sock puppeted it, doggy bag scoop picked it up.
That's what I meant. I couldn't find the words.
Inside out of it, so I shit directly on the floor, tied a knot, and here's where I'm a genius. I was like, oh man, I took a shit. Shit smells bad. Boom. I took my mom's perfume bottle, poured the whole bottle on the sock, threw it under her bed. Was like, no one will ever catch me.
So it was like shit potpourri.
Yep. And I was like, no one will ever catch me. And I just keep watching this cartoon. Mind you, I'd like to think I figured out how to wipe my ass. I probably didn't. And I just go about my business. She wakes up and says, what the fuck is this smell? And the way she woke up, I knew that she wasn't happy, right? She calls everyone into her bedroom and makes my older brother root around under the bed. And he grabs it. What the fuck is this? And I'm just sitting there like, still thinking I'm going to get away with it somehow? Like I could, and he pulls it out.
You were the poopatrator.
I was the poopatrator.
Oh, the poopatrator is here.
And he pulls it out and he said, what the fuck is this? Oh, he's like, it's shit. It's shit in the sock. And my mom, I think this is the moment she realized I was a little different. And then her eyes like got real big. She's like, what is this? Why did you do this? And I think she was asking as if like, did I do it because I hated her? I was like, no, I was just like too afraid to go to the bathroom. And you guys won't. Also, I'm a very timid child. I had anxiety disorder since I basically came out the womb. I would ask for the lights to be left on in the hallway so I could use the bathroom and no one would listen to me. This is a classic example of no one listening to a child who has actual mental health issues. Because I did beg. I was like, guys, it's fucked up. I can't. Like, it's not, oh, you need to be a big boy. I could not bring myself to do it.
Did they get mad if you did turn it on?
Yes. If I tried to leave the lights on in the hallway overnight, I was an asshole. And then I shit on the floor.
Dude, the funny thing you say
as you do.
I had a very similar situation happen to me.
Yes, I'm not weird.
I was at a big fear of the dark, and I was like probably like 5 or 7 when this happened, and like the hallway is completely dark, and the kitchen I was in the kitchen where I was watching a movie, and I was like, I have to go so bad, I had to pee, but like I got so scared because the hallway's dark, and I don't know how to turn it on because I was just an idiot. And, my housekeeper was downstairs. My family was gone. They were doing something at the mall or whatever. So I decided to, there's a trash in front of me. I was like, all right, fuck it. I'm just going to pee inside the trash. Nobody will fucking know. So I do that. And an hour or two later comes up. I'm in bed. And I'm like, tuck myself in. It's like, I got away scot-free. Fuck yeah. Fucking Ocean's 11, that shit. And I hear the door open to the kitchen. All my family's busting out. Then, my mom goes like, "What's that liquid by the trash?" And then my brother looks down. He's like, "Here, let me take a look." And he opens the fucking toilet. He's like, "Not the toilet, the
trash lid."
The trash lid. He's like, "Oh my god, it's pee!" And then I hear
How
after
did he
that
know so fast.
And right away, it's like, Ryan.
Yeah, how do you know so quick?
He was like, oh, I've seen this before.
Yeah, I don't know how he knew.
How old are you? 17?
Yeah, I was 17.
And then I went upstairs and banged the housekeeper.
Yeah, no, I was 7, man, 5 or 7. I was just afraid because of all I had trouble peeing, in dark, scary areas. Like at my school, I thought the bathroom looked like the boiler room from Nightmare on Elm Street, so it was difficult for me to go to the bathroom there.
That's difficult. You know what else? Sometimes you actually shouldn't let a kid watch movies that are above their pay grade because, if I recall, there was a parental guidance movie in 1994 called Look Who's Talking Now.
Oh, with John Travolta.
John Travolta
Christy
and
Alley.
Charles Barkley. Oh, yeah, sure. Christy Alley. Charles Barkley is the star of that movie. He has like a 20-second cameo.
Oh, yeah. Well, I thought it was Danny DeVito that played the dog.
No, Charles Barkley is Charles Barkley in that movie.
It's just Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley was also in Space Jam. He's got a lot of... Go on IMDb.
Yeah. So they're potty training the kid, and the kid has a nightmare that the toilet's trying to eat her shit.
I remember that.
And my older siblings teased me and told me that was real. So I'm already afraid of the dark, and now I'm afraid to go into the dark bathroom and turn the light on because the toilet's going to try to eat my... Here's the thing. I don't know why I was afraid. Like, he's not trying to eat you. He's trying to eat my shit and pee, but I don't know why I was so protective of it. I guess I was very jealous.
If you became friends with the toilet, you would want him to eat your shit.
Yeah, but I didn't know yet. You know, like I didn't know that I was denying him something he needed yet.
It was like the toilets from Captain Underpants.
Never seen that movie.
Never seen the movie. Never read the comics, really. Had sex with a girl in a Captain Underpants costume, though.
Nice.
He's not making this up, guys.
You guys know her.
Hey, Corey.
I met her dressed as Captain Underpants.
Corey, I have a question for you.
What's up?
When you do you ever plan your poops in the morning before you wake up? Let's say you have that wake up call, right? All right, I'm gonna wake up around 7. Do you plan an hour before? I'm gonna take a shit so I can go about my day.
When you say plan, you mean like do I leave time for it?
Yeah, exactly.
I leave time for anything to happen. Like, the only thing I plan for when I wake up is, like, if I have to make time to make coffee and eat and have something to eat real quick. Like, I usually give myself a full hour of getting ready, which includes using the bathroom, whatever I'm ready for at the time. Sometimes it's a long piss. Sometimes it's a shit. Hopefully it's a shit. But sometimes it's just a long piss. And then I end up getting where I got to go and I have to take a shit, which sucks. But, no, I usually leave extra time so I can, like, make myself some food and make coffee. I don't always shit, but I mostly shit.
Is there anything worse to you than a rushed, this is for both of you, than a rushed shit? Like, you have to be somewhere, you made a plan, you made a commitment, and you're just feeling like, oh, can I just get this? It's not coming out yet. And then now you got this fucking anxiety that people are thinking about what you're doing. And then it comes to the point where, like, they know that you're shitting, but there's one bathroom in this restaurant. And it's like, all right, or you're in fucking ShopRite with Ryan and everyone knows that you're taking a shit, but you got to go get a COVID test and you got to shit right now. And it's taking like 15 minutes and it's not coming out yet. And at some point you cross the Rubicon. It's like, you know what? Fuck it. There's a human function and I have the right to take this shit right now, and they'll deal with me cleaning up properly and getting it out. And fuck those old ladies. They were very sweet.
They're very sweet.
You guys ever feel that?
I do.
That ever happened to you?
Because you're trying to, like, I feel like I'm mentally rushed. Like, I need to get this out of me. I'm slightly embarrassed, but, like...
Slightly embarrassed.
Yeah, like, poops are embarrassing a bit.
No, you know what's worse? Getting up too soon.
Ooh.
Oh, when you think it's over and then it's Die Hard 2, but it's not the movie you wanted. You really wanted Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Yeah. You just want to be out in the open with it.
Yeah, guy cutting one off early and then realizing, fuck, now I gotta sit back down and start it again.
Yeah, to do a 2-parter? Fuck that.
Yeah, and you already got your hand halfway up your ass. You know what I'm talking. This guy knows what I'm talking about.
No.
All right, boys. Well, so this weekend I had the pleasure of watching these fucking legendary fights with you guys. Shit that I never thought in my lifetime that I would get to see another Mike Tyson fight live. And he fought Roy Jones Jr. We watched this shit together. Even the fucking undercards were cool. This is the misinformed fighting companion portion of our show. Now, Nate Robinson, former basketball player, all-time athlete.
Former slam dunk champ, cornerback, Washington State University. Blocked Yao Ming. He is 5'9", Yao Ming 7'6", and he blocked a Yao Ming dunk once.
That's
Greatest moment of my Knick life.
Insane.
You're a Knick fan too.
That's how bad the Knicks have been, also though.
Now, what happened? What happened when he decided to box?
Well, first of all, let's go to our expert on the subject. Ryan, tell us a little bit about the man that he decided to box.
Oh, let me talk about this man named Jake Paul. Jake Paul is this YouTube, Instagram, whatever you want to call him, the bullshit celeb sensation that everyone hates.
2 first names.
He even said it himself.
Why do people hate him, Ryan? Why is he such a, and I quote, piece of fucking garbage, the type of garbage that you drag out to the corner so all the boys know that they get next?
Well, he acts like an asshole and a privileged dick, and then he also has filmed things that he shouldn't, which is going to Japan, filming in a suicide forest of someone that actually did kill themselves, and parade like it's funny, which it isn't.
Yeah, he was making fun of suicide, not like how I do it, where it's funny. He did it for real.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the guy, but I just, he seems like the type of person I would not fucking hang out with. But that's not the question. The question is who that guy was and what the fight was about.
So he outboxed former basketball superstar Nate Robinson.
Superstars being real kind.
Yeah, which he did beat him.
Like, I mean, he knocked him. He knocked him out so bad. I was like, oh man, did we just see someone die?
Yeah, like Nate. Like,
did we
Nate
just
Robinson,
see?
Yeah,
there was a real part of me that was like, fucking, this might damper the night a little bit if we just watched the dude die. Like he was flat for a long time.
Yeah,
it was that kind of knockout.
He kept on. He fell like 3 times. I think he got one. I think by accident. One he actually did get rocked a bit, and then one he just he got annihilated from that punch.
I mean, he lunged forward, and he has very strong calves, very good jumper, very good lunger.
Yeah,
slam dunk champ. Lunges forward, gets clocked in the top of his head, and falls flat off of momentum, just like a brick.
Pure momentum.
Like it seemed like he didn't have any type of
skill.
I felt like Jake Paul did train. You could see he does the stance right. He actually was fighting like a boxer, just amateur. And he's I thought Nate Robinson was too amateur. Like he didn't know how to throw a fist correctly and position himself right. Like what are you doing, dude?
Nate Robinson was fighting like a kid in the playground. Was like, oh shit, I'm over my head. Let me keep trying to grab him.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna get in for a swing, but
Well, now that asshole gets to go around telling people that he beat a former NBA player turned boxer in an official boxing match. Yeah, it was an exhibition.
Knocked the fuck out. I mean,
he was the only person that knocked someone out.
Only person knocked someone out. It's gotta feel real good to knock somebody out. I've hit a home run. I've never knocked somebody out. I've never slam dunked. I feel like all of those feel the same.
Yeah.
I've never done anything.
Slam dunk and knocking someone out?
You've never hit a home run?
Nope.
Only
in Sammy Sosa's high heat baseball.
You live a real small life, and I'm very disappointed in you.
But okay, so we saw Mike Tyson fight, right? Mike Tyson's the fight ended up being a draw.
No, that's bullshit. Mike Tyson won, and that was fucking lame. And it was actually insane. Well, first of all, one of the judges was Vinny Paz. I thought the rapper from Jedi Mind Tricks. Turns out it was Vinny Paz, the former was it super I think it was like super cruiserweight. He was a world champion. Miles Teller's in a movie about him. It's called Fight for This. He fought Roy Jones Jr. and lost before. And he weirdly scored the entire fight for Roy Jones Jr. And I think it was like that guy beat me, so it just looks better if I think he won, because then I look cooler in the future.
He actually did score that one?
Yeah, he was one of the judges. He was the third judge.
You think?
It's great. Sorry, go on.
I was going to say, you really think that? Sorry, continue.
I genuinely believe he's that petty that, oh, well, this guy lost. Like, I lost to him. So him losing makes me look worse. Because anyone who, like, if you lose to a guy with a better record than you, it looks how it looks. And then if he continues to lose, then you didn't lose to the man. You lost to a fucking loser.
I think that's a problem then. Like, if you're playing favoritism, like in some way, that does affect the judge's score.
Yeah,
like,
fucked up.
I just feel like they should, like, before they put judges in, like, just once you do what they do in like court cases and pick out like who's going to be on the what you call it, jury.
It should be a jury of your peers. So it should have been a bunch of guys from Brooklyn and a bunch of guys from Florida. But also, it was 7-1 Tyson. It's crazy that anyone scored it any different. Tyson still had the hands. He outboxed Roy Jones. Roy Jones kept doing that. Look at me, I'm like a rooster. I'm going to jab you and run away, which is really weird. And he kept hugging him like he fucking sparred with Nate Robinson before the Jake Paul fight. Yeah. It was actually really disappointing to see.
He was very out of breath.
He was. Look, let's talk, Ryan, forget Corey for a second. Let's talk about the two things that really matter about that fight.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you two questions.
Go on.
How bad was Roy Jones Jr.'s chest hair?
Fuck!
It was kind of bad.
That's
what was bad about it?
That thing was all over the place. I don't know what he was doing with that chest hair.
Did it look like he drew it on with a curly Q marker and a soft V pattern?
Yeah, it felt like he just like blotted like a permanent marker on his chest and like, oh, here's dots on my middle of my chest.
Weird choice. Also, how soft were his titties?
They look kind of flabby.
Corey,
But he's in great shape though. Like
Fantastic
everything
shape.
else, he's got the abs.
he had actually really big biceps.
yeah. I think it's just the weight was too much for him. Anyways, go on.
Corey, how soft were his titties?
They're pretty soft. They're pretty. It's like a couple of bags of sand. No, he did have to go up in weight significantly to do that fight too. So
He's 20 pounds lighter, 10 pounds lighter than Tyson. Something significant.
He was 10 pounds lighter during the weigh-in.
You guys know, because you guys are into fitness, gaining fucking 5 pounds is hard if you're trying to just clean bulk. Like, this dude did put on a lot of weight, and that's why he fucking looked a little soft. Because he
looked a little soft. He did have a strong midsection putting all that weight, which is actually very impressive. Like, not to take anything away from him.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, because you guys saw the weigh-in, Corey showed me the weigh-in. It's insane how gross, old, and grandpa-y Mike Tyson kind of looked at the weigh-in, and then as soon as his blood got flowing, it's like, oh shit, he's still Michael Tyson.
Yeah,
he's still Alexander.
Like, his veins was popping, and he was in there, and he was doing the kind of fight like I was doing the cross, and I was getting at him. And you know what? It's about being a humanitarian. I don't give a fuck about that anymore. But yo, tell Roy Jones Jr. that I'll fight again. Fuck it, it's a fight. But I want everybody to know that it's about humanitarianism, and we did a great cause. And you know what? Snoop Dogg can never commentate on my fights again.
That was very good.
I didn't know I had that until I did it, if I'm being honest.
That was good. I like that.
But it felt good. Like, it felt like we've all watched a bunch of Tyson fights. It really felt like watching him. It wasn't akin to seeing Michael Jordan try to dunk and missing, which I've never seen. I'm just saying that'd be a bummer.
Yeah, that was just really fun to watch. Like, I was fucking psyched. I'm happy I got to watch something that gave me memories of when I used to watch him back in the day when, like, my dad would get the pay-per-view matches. I'm like, oh, shit, and I remember all this stuff. And he's moving like he used to. I'm like, holy shit, at 51, this man
54.
gets to fucking fight. 54, sorry.
54, still bobbing, weaving, still peekabooing.
It's quick, you saw his feet?
His footwork was weirdly better than Roy Jones.
Roy Jones looked too tired to have footwork. You ever try to leave the ground when you're that fucking gassed? Yo, he looked like
Ryan's taking me to like 5 CrossFit classes. I know how it feels like to have someone want you to jump and not be able to get off the ground.
Yeah, it's freaking brutal.
Roy Jones was also like, he was sitting in the corner breathing like a fish you just took out the water.
Yeah, I felt like he took, like, and I'm not going to say he's entirely tired because he is still a fit man. He lasted 8 rounds. That's a long time, but I feel like he took a lot of hits from.
He took a lot of hits.
A lot of body shots.
Yeah, body shots. Now that'll take your breath out. I remember when fucking what's our buddy's name?
Nick Tannery.
Nick Tannery knocked the fucking wind out of me.
When he sucker punched you?
Yeah.
What a gentleman. Nicholas Tannery of Brooklyn sucker punched Ryan Babala of Jersey City, and it wasn't cool, and none of us thought it was cool. And I immediately went into that bar and kept drinking.
That's legit. Like, we were talking about that. Like, when a fight busts out, you're just gonna go back in and be like, "Oh, that's what's happening." Another beer.
Because also, that's not the type of fight I could jump in on. Because you're both my friend. It was like, what did I do? Make a real strong choice?
Nah, like, what do you guys like? I feel the same way. There's nothing I could do. I'm like, I'll just help one of you guys up and be like, "Are you right?"
No, it wasn't a fight. It was 2 dudes being dickheads. That's what it was.
No, it was one dude. Don't fucking know. It was one dude being a dickhead.
No, Ryan hit him first.
I don't remember that.
I hit him in the shoulder because I thought I was doing punch buggy.
Listen,
and then he went boom, right in the stomach.
Well, that's kind of
cigarette in fucking mouth.
Yeah, which is kind of cool.
I had the cigarette in my mouth, not him.
Sorry. That's like a jackass stunt.
That's like double out of breath. I'm
double out of breath. Double out of breath.
I couldn't breathe at all. Like when I took it to the gut, I was like, I had smoke inside me. I can't even breathe out. I was like, all right, just whatever little breaths I could get out, get it out.
Well, to be fair, we were all standing outside.
To be fair,
we were standing outside Arlene's Grocery. Which is in danger of closing down. That's where I met my wife as well.
Oh man!
Oh, so we should definitely close it down then, so no one else could meet their wife there.
So we're out there, and there's a Volkswagen Bug right in the front, and I go, "Oh, Ryan, look, Tannery's coming. Hit him with a punch buggy." And then Ryan.
Also, you're the asshole, and I'm fucking totally clean in the situation, like I always am.
So Ryan hit him. I didn't know he was gonna really do it.
I thought like we're all boys and having a good time. I didn't expect it to like
because I've also seen
sour, but I've like also
seen,
fast.
I've also seen you in that situation. They'll be like, "I'm not gonna do that," smiling like, "Be like, all right, cool. I'm just fucking around anyway, whatever." And then you really did it. I was like, oh.
I thought you were into. I was like, oh, this would be funny. I thought he would understand it.
Yeah,
Oh, you're a fucking asshole. I know it's gonna be like, oh well, I'm just gonna fucking sock you. I get it. Like, I'll probably throw back too. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
The crazy thing about that is, it's like, if somebody did that to me, I'd be like, wait a minute, we're both drunk. How come he's not doing it?
Yeah.
How come the one who's asking me to do it isn't doing it himself?
Because the trick with Corey is, if he suggests to you, don't do it.
I'm not gonna do it again.
Even if Corey's like, hey bro, you should want to eat that meatball, it's like, something probably happened to that meatball.
So he's like, Corey's got something devious.
Yeah, it's been something. It's just not above board with him.
I don't know, man. You guys are painting me in a bad light. This is defamation of character.
Well, my client punched a man and then he got sucker punched back. I don't believe it. It was a great fight.
Hey, I have a question for you, buddy. Like, so when you're working at the bar, right? What was your 7 a.m.? Like it's so different for bartenders. We have to our schedules are flipped. We are night owls, and then we have to figure out, all right, I have to wake up at this time. This is normal for us, but not normal for people's.
Right,
normal people's.
7 a.m., which I said is like the latest hour you can still call early. My 7 a.m. was 12 noon.
Yeah,
it was like
for everybody,
still early. Honestly, I was consistently waking up because usually I would do like 5 p.m. shifts, so 2 p.m. I would just be up at 2 p.m. Granted, I didn't live the healthiest lifestyle when I was bartending, especially in New York. Closing bars down at 4, drinking an after-hour spot, getting home like at 7, sleeping, probably eating a sandwich in the middle of that, getting a sandwich when I woke up, giant coffee as soon as I was just, man, I spent a lot of years fueled by chemicals, I realized recently.
Yeah, that's the bartender life. You need to numb yourself in some way. For some, like, you're Superman and not drink at all. Okay, power to you, buddy. But, like,
I know a couple sober bartenders, and I actually really respect those people.
Yeah, no.
Sam Malone.
Yeah, he's sober.
Oh, yeah, because he's a real person.
In my world, he is. You believe in God? I don't fucking shame you for that.
Like,
Wait. You equate that to you fucking... That was dumb. That was dumb, and that was a bad argument. It was abducto ad absurdum, and it doesn't work. Reducto ad absurdum. Reducto ad absurdum. Sounds like a Harry Potter spell, but it's really just say something stupid and stretch it out to the stupidest way, and it doesn't work anymore.
Or just a bad villain.
I thought it would work on you. I thought that would work on you.
But no, I say, man, fucking... You know what's cool? We were talking about the other day. Anyone that was like a waiter or a server or a bartender, we all have the same exact story. We talk about shit the way war vets get back.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, man, one time I was in the trenches and this fucking guy came up and asked for a vodka martini, hold the vermouth, and I was like, you stupid, sniveling piece of shit. A vodka martini without the vermouth is just vodka in a martini glass. You're trying to look high class. This woman doesn't give a shit about you. Get it dirty. Get some olive juice in it. Do something good with your life. Go out. Go back to college. Get a degree. Learn about finance. Turn your life around. Don't sit here and ask for this fucking... Okay, yeah, I'll make it for you, bro.
Yeah, like, that's what it is. That's what it's like talking to other bartenders when they're on the other side and like, I just got off my shift. I'm going to talk shit about this person. And then like, okay, what do you want? Okay, cool.
Love talking shit. Love talking shit about customers.
Yeah.
You know what's the worst thing about like service industry shit?
What?
When you get a service industry customer and they go, no, man, I get it. I'm in the service industry. You're like, cool, fantastic. And you hook them up a little bit and then they tip you like a fucking civilian.
Yeah.
They give you like 10%. It's like, but you have the same job I have. And you know how this works for me and how I pay my bills.
Yeah, you're going to give me $20, buddy.
Yeah, those are the rules. If you work in the service industry and I'm hooking you up,
give me $20.
Give me $20 because you are drinking way above your pay grade with me. I'm pouring fucking chartreuse shots and I'm giving you 4 roses. I'm not sitting here rinky dink giving you bullshit. I'm giving you the maron.
Exactly.
Maron.
Like, Corey's not like a bartender, but he understands the respect of that sort of thing too, man. Like, he's good like that.
I did work in a restaurant when I was in high school, and then I worked in retail for fucking years, which people do feel like they can treat you like shit in that industry as well.
Oh, yeah. Listen, retail will make you a certain type of racist, and it's fucked up, and no one talks about it. Like, honestly, like, being a service industry and retail, because I've done both, they just make you feed into stereotypes across the board about every group of people, though.
Oh,
like
yeah, for sure.
It's like, it's not about, like, one group of people. It's, you will believe the stereotypes about everybody because you do deal with the worst of every group of people that comes into your establishment. Because that's what happens when you're doing drugs and alcohol, and that's what happens when you're trying to get 20% off a sweater that's already marked for sale.
That's a fucking fact. Bro, I'd get embarrassed going to the store with my mom sometimes. Like,
Oh my
I
god.
remember one time I was at fucking Walgreens, bro. Like, Walgreens, the pharmacy store. Bro, they have, every...
Walgreens,
the pharmacy store.
The pharmacy store. Bro, I fucking was in there, and I was with my mom, and it was one of those rare times as an adult where you go with your mom to the store. How often are you going to the store with your mom as a grown man? It's very rare.
I avoid it as much as possible. My mom is horrible. My mom treats people horribly behind counters or like waiters and bartenders.
Same
It's,
here.
It's
I-
embarrassing. It's
She has no
embarrassing.
class, and it really bothers me. And then acts like I'm being rude when I correct her.
Yeah. So I'm in the Walgreens. Same. I'm in the Walgreens, and fucking every Walgreens has one of those sections where like shit is like super marked down, like they're about to put it in a fucking garbage bag and throw it in the dumpster. So there was like holiday decorations. Christmas had already passed, and it was like this little Christmas figurine that said like Merry Christmas or some shit. And my mom took it to the register, and it said it was $1, like final sale, $1, blah blah blah. I shit you not, bro. We get to the register. It was like made out of what's that fucking? It's not porcelain. It's like it was like a ceramic little thing, right? And it was chipped. It was chipped in one of the spots. And my mom got to the register, and I was standing right there with her. She goes, "Hey, this thing said it's $1, but it's chipped right here. I feel like you should give this to me for 50 cents."
She tried to haggle in a Walgreens.
She tried to haggle something. They already cost $1 in Walgreens with a line behind us. There was a line of people behind it. I got so fucking mad about it. I got so mad about this shit. It's almost like she set me up.
It's like, oh no, you really want to do this right now?
In general, I don't. Do you guys ever haggle?
I don't haggle.
No.
I don't haggle.
I don't got it like that, but I am one of those people who's like, listen, whatever it says, I'll pay the price. Like, I've never bought a car, but I don't even understand the concept of, well, this thing costs this thing, but there's an entire culture of, well, you got to go in and part of the fun is talking them down. It's like, well, just fucking charge me what it is, man. I didn't come here to do this.
All you are is just annoying your clerk, your sales rep. It's like all they want to do is just go about their day and move on to the next customer. All you're doing is like, all right, I get what you're doing, you fucking sleazebag.
I mean, I do understand that. Like, I mean, I remember when I was a kid and my mom would be like able to go to stores and get away with doing that shit. Just like, I mean, she comes from a time where like putting shit on layaway was like a normal thing,
or like denting cans to get them off.
It's like, yo, we don't do that anymore. Like, I don't think there's no scenario in my life in which I would even want to put some shit on layaway.
Is layaway still an option?
I don't even think it fucking is anymore. But I used to be like, yo, just put the shit on layaway. Like, if you got to put it on layaway, you probably can't afford it. We didn't have a lot of money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this haggling over shit that was already $1, I was like, yo,
that's fucking
wild.
That's to level of.
I'm not even making this up. Like, this shit really fucking happened, and I was so embarrassed because it was at the Walgreens right by our apartment, and they know me in there.
So they saw you with this trash, and that trash was your mother, so they think that.
Yeah, they know me in there, so it's just like, yo, your mom was really in here trying to do that, and it's like, yo, it's wild. It's wild to me that she because she thought she was right too.
That's the problem with moms is they think they're always right because they have the power to give life. They do it like 3 times. It's not even that power stuff. It's not magic. You're not. It takes 9 months to bake a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it'd be way more impressive if they can do it without a man's help.
Yeah. If my mom could have just snapped my. If my mom could have just snapped her fingers and then I was there, I'd be like, that's fucking, you gave me life. That's fucking crazy.
That's crazy. Like, my dad was fucking so involved. My dad was so heavily involved with the fact that I'm here. It's insane.
Because he had to shoot cum all up inside your mom for you to be here.
He had to really do it. And granted.
Yeah, and it was that sperm that was like, hey, that's Corey you.
Yeah.
Reaching that egg.
You've been a winner since the beginner.
Yeah, man.
You've been winning since the beginning.
Got to the finish line.
There it is. I fucked it up, but I found it.
Everybody wins once, and then some people just never win again. You ever see them?
Yeah, they have no arms.
Like Lieutenant Dan? No, he had no legs.
You bring up an amazing point, Corey.
You're going to get to that bit.
Lieutenant Dan has no legs. Ryan and I we're taking a walk by the water. It's the day after Thanksgiving. Two buds had our Thanksgivings canceled. We take a walk by the water, and we're in beautiful Jersey City, walking over to Hoboken. And I go, hey, man, what if I Lieutenant Dan you right now? Like looking at the water, talking about the water. And he looks at me and goes, you're going to chop off my fucking legs? And I said, no, like jump in the water and start backstroking. Why would you jump to, you're going to fucking, like as if I was threatening.
Bro, that's fucking, bro, it's funny. The other day I was saying to Hannah, I was like, no, I feel like my calves are smaller than fucking Christopher Reeves. Like, oh, what do you mean? I mean, he was in a wheelchair for years. I'm sure they were really atrophied.
So fucked up. I love it. like for that argument, because like I'm not like I'm like you have a different perspective of what you're thinking there. It's like what do I know about Lieutenant Dan? I wasn't thinking that scene of like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna swim in the water. I was just thinking like, oh hey, there's the aftermath. Like, what do you want me to do?
No, yeah, that's fine.
But also, it'd be real fucked up if, like, hey, Ryan, you want to go for a walk? And in the middle of it, I chop off his fucking legs. Like, hey, man.
How easy do you think it is to chop a person's leg off?
I think it'd be pretty difficult.
That'd be pretty difficult.
Like, you're not gonna.
I think it's way harder than people think it is.
Honestly, though, after the first whack, that leg is now useless.
Nah, I think 2 or 3 whacks. I think you get 1 whack into a leg, and then with medical science, they could get it back. Depending on where you cut it from. I'm thinking about chopping off a man's legs from the side. Like he's standing up, and I'm chopping him like a tree.
Yeah, I'm thinking just above the knee. Just above the knee.
From the front?
From the side. Just above the knee.
From the side, I'm thinking the same thing. No, if you do it from the front, they're fucked.
Yeah, you kind of smashing some bone there.
How many people do you think about maiming on a daily basis? Not when you're just at home. Like, you're in the streets. You're not hungover. You're just walking around.
I'm gonna say none because that's the truth.
Yeah, I don't
believe that about you.
I don't look at somebody and be like, I fucking don't like him. Like, I'm just gonna hurt him.
You don't do that.
It's a fight.
I do say I don't like him. I mean, like, I'm talking about on the street in like certain scenarios. If I don't know, I understand around me. I'm like, why am I thinking this thought? Like, I don't need to thinking bad. They're going about their day and their lives. Why would I want to maim somebody? Unless they did wrong by me, then I want to kind of maim him.
What if someone cuts you off in traffic?
I want to maim him.
I think maiming is a bit strong.
Yeah, it's a strong thing.
Scar?
It's a strong choice.
It's like, it sounds weird when you get like, I'm going to hurt that person.
I'm going to
like,
maim.
That's a violent.
Maim is very specific too. I feel like maim, you did something to someone's face.
Yeah.
I'm going to maim.
He maimed me. You know what I say? Maim me, then claim me, baby.
Remember that commercial? The cigarette commercial where the girl was like missing fingers? She was like, cigarettes maim, I'm maimed. And she had like 3 fingers on each hand, like a Ninja Turtle. That's not funny. I'm just saying that when I hear the word maim, it makes me think of the commercial with the woman.
Yeah.
When I think of 3 fingers on each hand, I think of Mewtwo.
Well, what's worse, 3 fingers on each hand or a fucking hole in your neck from smoking cigarettes?
Hole in your neck.
Hole in your neck.
Okay, cool. So we're on the same page.
Yeah, I just don't want any extra holes in my body. If you go through your whole life with the same amount of holes you started with, I think you did it right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, a hole in your neck, bro. Like, because and it's also one of those things where
neck, bro.
If you got a hole,
fucking scarves the rest of your life.
You have to. You know why? Because every time you run into a little kid, they're gonna be like, "Sir, why do you have a hole in your neck?" Because kids don't fucking understand that they shouldn't just do that in public. So you gotta do that.
Yeah, they don't have any filter at that point.
You could learn close up magic and make do some party tricks, but outside of that,
you think you could eat through the hole in your neck?
No, but
if I could swallow, maybe
you could probably swallow.
I don't know.
God, that's weird.
Just an open hole in your neck. This is a little different, but my brother, I think, is morbidly obese at heart because he has this dream of an invention called a side sack, where you get basically a colostomy bag sewed into your side, and then you can eat as much food as you want, but it never touches your stomach. It just goes into this side sack. And I was like, wait a minute, you want to have invasive surgery just so you could eat like 100 mozzarella sticks? Like, yeah. I was like, so you just want your mouth to feel good for like that's one of the weirdest thoughts I've ever heard. He's dead serious about this. His other invention are pant diapers. So a kid shits into the pant diapers and it starts filling up from the knee up, so you get more time before you got to change them. His inventions are all bad.
Why doesn't he why doesn't he just invent his own chewing gum that tastes like you're eating the food you wish you could be eating all the time? Then he could just chew that all day. Like
an everlasting gobstopper, because that's Willy Wonka technology.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is it exists.
Yeah, you'll turn into a blueberry at the end, though.
You also don't get the sensation of swallowing. Because it's not taste. You want, We all ate a bunch of onion rings recently. I don't want gum that tastes like an onion ring. That's fucking gross. What do I want? Hot gum or fucking lukewarm onion rings? No, I want the full shebang.
So you want to swallow as well.
That's the problem with food. You want to swallow it.
What if you get water that what if you get water that tastes like onion rings?
I don't think that'd be that great. But what if you were, let's say you were paralyzed from the neck down and your wife decided not to leave you. Would you let her feed you like a bird? And I'm not talking about throwing up because that's gross, but like she chewed all your favorite foods up and then like poured them out of her mouth into your mouth.
Well,
Would you swallow?
Can I cannot use I can't move my mouth at all?
You can swallow with your mouth. You can talk.
I could chew.
You just have you can chew, but you have real weak jaws, so it's like a hassle for you.
Then
you said
I
neck
wouldn't.
down.
I wouldn't want her to chew it for me. I'd probably want just put in a fucking blender and make it drinkable.
Would you have that argument with your wife where she was like, "Babe, I'll just chew your food for you"? It's like we have a blender.
Yeah.
Well, she's like, well, it's just like it can be more intimate.
I'd be honest, it's gross.
The real question is, does my dick still work?
No.
I love that. I love that's what you're thinking in the whole scenario. It's not really about the food.
Well, then kill me then. Honestly,
I've said to Corey before, if I was in a massive car crash and the results were and your dick doesn't work, and I was like, I'm not gonna live fucking 40 more years and it doesn't work.
What if you can't feel it? What if you could take the dick pill and like keep hard? Would the idea of fucking be
then
somewhat
she
better?
has a good time and I'm fucking what? Just working?
yeah, fuck that.
I'm just a maypole.
I'll take where I can get it if I'm fucking stuck in that position, man. Like I'm trapped already.
But you can't feel it.
You can't feel it. There's no point.
I can't feel it.
And the thing is, usually I'm into compersion, which is giving other people pleasure and thinking that's cool. But like, I gotta get something out of it. I don't just give to charity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, there's no point. You're paralyzed from the neck down. I mean, come on.
But let the record show, Corey took a question about baby birding from your wife and made it a dick thing. Not me this time. I didn't make it about the dick. I kept it real PC, real PG.
Also, why would she need a baby bird if I could chew? I could chew.
It's just a hassle for you.
Why though?
Because your jaw's so weak from the accident.
Wouldn't it be
because you were steering the car with your teeth?
It's the only thing that I can do. I think I would want to do it myself.
She's like dead set trying to be helpful because she can't do anything from you. She's watching you wither away slowly and die each day.
I'm positive that she wants. I'm positive that she wants me to live my best life.
And what if she thinks that you living your best life involves you saving the energy that you use on chewing, so she chews for you and spits it back in your mouth?
I think if I asked her to just let me have this one, this one thing, she would.
Would you hit her with the, listen, I take the pills so you can ride my dick and I feel nothing. Can I just chew my own food?
Yes.
Can I just have that?
I mean, essentially, you're just
that's the bargain.
Essentially, you're just a talking vegetable.
Yeah. And in this scenario, mind you, she is wiping your ass or some kind of nurse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Come on.
I don't love anybody enough. I love my mom so much, and
I would never wipe my mom's ass. I would never.
If she was in a position where like someone, it's also because of like the smell of my mom's shit. It's not the fucking. If it didn't smell at all, I'd have no problem.
I told my mom this shit. I said I would never wipe your ass. I would never.
And she loves me. Like she used to wipe my ass.
That's different.
For years.
That's different.
She loves me more than I love her.
I think deep down.
I don't think that means that.
She would do more. Because I won't wipe her old ass. She needs it. But I know my sister would.
Wait, Ryan,
that bothers me.
Ryan, would you wipe your mom's ass?
I probably would.
Would you wipe your dad's ass?
Yeah, sure.
I think wiping a dude's ass is different.
Like for me, it's like if I'm there, like if they desperately need help, I'll help. Like because they're in a shitty situation.
But would you wear gloves? Would you wear gloves or would you do it with your bare hand?
Of course I wear gloves, man.
What the fuck is wrong with Corey, would you wipe your dad's ass?
Yeah, would you touch his shit?
No.
You wouldn't wipe your dad's ass?
I don't like shit more than Ryan doesn't like shit. Like Ryan thinks he doesn't like shit. I really don't like shit.
That's a weird thing to quantify.
I like he used me. It's like, oh yeah, he doesn't like shit. That makes me fine.
Yeah. Also, you're making it sound like Ryan's the barometer. He's the one weird person.
He is the barometer.
Like, hey, I don't prefer shit.
He is the barometer. Ask Ryan right now why he doesn't eat ass.
Ryan, why don't you eat ass?
I said this 100 times because there's shit in there.
That's true. There is shit in there.
See?
it's a gross thing. It's like I for me, it's like it's anything like body fluid kind of makes me kind of like icky.
Fair enough. It's more of a body solid.
Yeah.
See, Ryan doesn't like shit, but I don't like shit more than Ryan doesn't like shit enough to not. I would leave shit in my. I would leave shit.
Why am I still on the top of the list of your barometer of like, oh, if he doesn't like shit, I'm sure I don't like shit. I'm okay.
How many other things in your life do you judge on the Ryan scale?
Yeah, no, I can't believe I'm there on the Richter scale. I'm a Ryan scale for shit.
I don't like Subway sandwiches as much as Ryan does.
I don't say I like them.
I've seen you eat a lot of them.
Yeah, I prefer Blimpie.
Blimpie's so much better. It's fucking crazy.
You know what it is? They use more. Oil and vinegar. It's better.
More oil and vinegar. They use shredded lettuce, so it feels like an actual sub.
Actually, they actually do cut their meats right then and there.
You like Jersey Mike's?
I had it once. Not really.
Never had a Jersey Mike. Never had a Firehouse. I've had Quiznos. Love a Quizno.
Oh, Quiznos is fantastic.
Because they're gross in a good way. Like it's like a lot of sauces, a lot of.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got the good
near us.
The marinara.
Mm-hmm.
They got a good. Oh my god, the chicken carbonara Quizno sandwich.
Damn, I just ate, and I'm gonna eat again. Madon.
I mean, it's cool that you won't wipe your dad or your mom's ass. I guess there's a place in hell for you, whatever.
No, I don't think so. I think they should have been more careful.
Yeah, like, dude, your dad's in great shape, dude. Like, we're all hanging out that a couple of days ago.
Yeah, for anyone that doesn't know, Corey's dad demanded that several of us lay down on his back and also the rest of us watch him do push-ups with that man on his back.
Yeah, have Corey Corey here, freaking do push-ups with him on our back. That took a while.
It was very impressive. It was a lot of feats of strength. It was like we had our own little Festivus on Saturday.
Yeah, it was really cool, man. We really just did it, man.
Just broed out.
Yeah, broed out. Ate wings. Hopped on a 50-year-old's back and watched him do push-ups with us on classic holiday guy stuff.
Yeah.
Taught a 50-year-old man that it's okay to say the P word in front of women.
Oh yeah, you want to get into that real quick? So Corey's dad thought it was weird that I was talking the same way I speak with you two in front of Corey's wife, who is a person in my life who I care for deeply because I love anybody that Corey loves, and I'm fucking gay about it, and I don't care. And, she means a lot to me, but I also feel like I try to treat everybody the same, and I think the way you respect someone is to not treat them different. It's like to treat them how you treat the people in your life you love. I say a lot of wild, reckless shit. And Corey's always like, yeah, well, I feel like you shouldn't talk about women in that way. That's not how he sounds. I don't know.
He's Mike Tyson?
Your dad has a squeaky voice.
No, he doesn't.
It's like an old school car horn.
Do it.
Wah, wah.
You know that's wrong, right?
Yeah, when I did it, I realized it's not what he sounds like. It's nasally is what it is as I'm doing it.
Yeah, more like a General Lee honk.
Whoa. Sounds like one of Littlefoot's friends. No, yeah, he's just got an old school way of thinking, and it's interesting because when you bridge these generational gaps now, especially now as I get older, because now I meet younger kids sometimes because like my wife teaches a lot of people that are younger and she mentors people, and seeing the way they talk to each other is so different from like the way we are. You know what I mean? And like Turtle was just saying some shit that he would be saying anyway, and my wife is there, and I like the idea of like us all being able to talk with each other as opposed to like, holy shit, my wife's coming, guys, let's talk about something else because she shouldn't hear this. Like, I think that's weird, and it was cool to let him know, like, yo, bro, we don't have to do that. Like, there's a level of respect here that's not going to be broken, but we're all inclusive in this conversation, which was dope.
Yeah, I feel like the worst thing you could do is leave somebody out of the fun.
Yeah,
for sure.
I respect honesty, and like that's what we need to be doing. Just speaking, we don't have to filter ourselves. Like I get what your dad was kind of saying, but like there's the other half where it's like we don't have to act differently.
Yeah, it'd be weird. It'd be like I'm acting like a person I'm not acting like. Like I got, That's I don't know. It's hard for me to wrap my head around even like doing that because people do that shit though. Like there's people that pretend to be a certain way around their partner from when they first meet, and then it's like, do you keep that up now, or do you just do you keep that up for the whole duration?
Forever?
Yeah, like can you? Is that even possible? Can you keep acting like you're this person that you're not for the rest of your lives. That's weird.
Yeah.
It's also, if you can, that sounds real sad and pitiful. Like the definition of pitiful.
Yeah.
Like, I pity you.
I pity you.
I pity you.
I pity the fool.
I pity the fool.
I've pitied a fool or two in my time, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink.
Hey.
Hey.
Speaking of that, congratulations, Tommy London, for getting engaged last week. But,
Holy shit, congratulations, Tommy London.
Yeah.
Good friend Tommy London. Who the fuck is Tommy London? Guys, listen, thank you. This has been a great show about waking up early in the morning. We wake up early every day. We do what we got to do, and we wipe our parents' asses because that's our obligation. And we care.
Yeah.
We care about our parents. We care about you. Would you wipe your parents' ass? Something to think about. Something to think about between now and tomorrow.
I wouldn't.
Depends.
Ryan, final verdict. Do you like shit?
I think that it's funny.
Do you like shit?
But I don't say I love shit.
So he likes the idea of shit, but he doesn't like the reality of shit.
Do you like
That's
shit
better.
more than I like shit, or less than I like shit?
I don't know. Why don't you check the Ryan scale?
All right, cool. Just checking. More details momentarily. Anyway, no, thank you guys for listening. We just released a video on YouTube. On our YouTube page, it's called We're a Genius. We're back with our blind taste test. It's been over 2 years. We just did a coffee episode. Just a coffee one, guys. Yeah, it was great. So
John
check that
Coffee.
out. Follow us on Instagram. We're gonna keep on releasing a lot more content coming at you. So stay tuned, and also check out Corey Has a Podcast on all platforms where you can find podcasts, including Amazon. So you can go in your house and go, Alexa, play Corey Has a Podcast, and it will play. I've tried it. But guys, what do you got going on?
About to make dinner right now. I'm hungry. But yeah, if you would like, we have a Patreon page on patreon.com/Trooth Serum. If you would like to give us any donations to help further our business of fucking talking.
What the fuck is he doing over there?
I don't know, he's licking the mic.
I wasn't touching. I was getting as close as I could to it with my tongue without touching it.
You guys got COVID?
No.
Yeah.
All right,
No.
cool. Turner, what you got going on?
Like you said, we just released a video on We're a Genius YouTube page. We're going to be releasing more blind taste tests, maybe some reaction videos. We got some sketches working on the pipe. Ryan and I have a project that we're working on that we will be releasing soon. Motherfucker, I dropped the mic. We I don't know. Oh my God, everyone's looking at me. We got some podcasts we're working on, some more content coming from us in the future, and you'll be hearing a lot more about that when the time has come.
Ooh, very nice. And in that note, Nital, I have an erection, so hurry up and take me home.
All right, man. That was good. That was fun.